When it comes to members of Prince's estate, they did not come to F around, as Netflix has officially canceled the release of the 9-hour documentary of the late musician based off of some disputes, if you will, with the estate over the film's content. It was going to be directed, or basically was done, by Oscar-winning filmmaker Ezra Edelman, and it was essentially ready to go. The estate is criticizing the documentary for containing dramatic and sensationalized inaccuracies, that's their words, leading to the mutual agreement, that's their words, to halt its release. It was in development since 2019, featured extensive archival footage and extensive interviews with over 70 individuals, including former associates and partners of Prince. Now, in some of these interviews, there were allegations of physical and emotional abuse and discussions on personal struggles that Mr. Prince had in his life. The estate demanded significant changes, deeming from the film's factuality and inaccuracies and sensationalism. The film was not changed, so the decision to cancel it just sort of happened mutually because nobody want to get sued going forward. The move actually aims to ensure that any portrayal of the artist aligns with the estate's vision of honoring his legacy. And this is a big deal for many people who own estates or own the rights or have the ability to tell the stories of famous people and sometimes not so famous people after they've passed. Because when you put a story out like this was a documentary. So most of the things were supposed to be, or all of it was supposed to be real life things, documenting what people thought, what people believed, what people actually knew and saw. But some things taking out of proportion, some things the state said were flat out lies. They didn't like it. So instead of giving the people the right to listen, learn, and I guess choose for themselves, they're going to not do this one. Conflicts of interest happen in a lot of things that are dramatized, and you get a story that based off a true story that is basically overly done to make it really happy, really shiny, or really mean and really nasty for the eyeballs and for the people to watch it in Hollywood, when it actually was a fairly dull, fairly simple story that gets blown up. Aaron Brockovich brings it to mind because this sort of portrayal done by the actress Aaron Brockovich, people believe is the person, is nowhere near how the person Aaron Brockovich actually did the things. There you go. But we're not going to see, this is going to be a very big blow to music fans and Prince fans in general. In fact, we had some chats back and forth on this one, and we found out from some fans there, they didn't know this was happening. And we've been covering this on and off for a while in bits and pieces. It hadn't been a large, major sort of engagement story, but the fact that they canceled it was a big deal essentially over the weekend, on a weekend that had less Trump doing things and a lot of football and a lot of things to sift through for news. This was a very big story, got a lot of eyeballs, a lot of people working for it as Netflix tries to stay engaged with what people want to hear. And Prince is a person people definitely want to hear, see, and know more about. The estate says, you're going to know what we want you to know, and what Netflix is saying, it's not what we want you to know. So your comments on the killing of the documentary, please, please, please.